I thought about it, but this thread is dead. Hardly anyone's on this board. Hardly anyone except spam bots made by Jews ever even comes to this website. Innawoods here's the first time. Be me, typical young white guy but living in terrorist California, in like 15/16 at this time. Be with a few friends this particular night. One friend who's a year or two older just got a Thunderbird, like a 96th bird, not an old school sick classic or anything. The final and third friend was more of a shaggy type. He had some weed. We pull over and roll one. We all smoke this blunt of weed. We're all stoned thinking about what we should do next. Two challengers appear. Tyrone and Jamal approach the driver's side of the car, comment on the smell of weed in a more or less friendly way. We barely say anything to the both of them, maybe just a ha-ha thanks. Jamal looking into car oddly, Tyrone asking about odd things that don't seem like they'd really just be a typical question, like a filler BS question, things like did y'all get dat weed runter, leaning onto and almost into the car in an odd way. We all somewhat look at each other, all revealing that each of are uncomfortable, a bad sign. Tyrone slips out a little, probably in frame 3-inch revolver, stainless. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Sup where y'all from? Friend in the driver's seat, almost frozen for a second, gently pushed Tyrone's revolver away from his head, mumbles something like don't do that or something else. Jamal shouts a BLUDNT, let them take da banger. Tyrone jumps back and my friend in the driver's seat gets in gear and smashes that gas pedal. We go for about 2-4 seconds and then bam 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 bam. The first or second bullet came through the rear window, and that thing instantly and completely shattered. There was no bullet hole and spider web cracking, the entire window just turned into little cubes and every piece of it broke out. Cunt. Be me. Poor. Want a G3 clone. PTR is $600 more than a C308. Come to this shithole for advice because I'm a dumb nigger. Everyone tells me how shitty C308s are. Highly suspicious, because I've bought century-made firearms in the past and I've always been pleased with their performance. Actually find a good deal on a C308. Say fuck it and decide to get it. Arrives. In really good condition. None of the manufacturing problems you fags described. Take it to the range. Put 200 rounds through it. Runs flawlessly. And this is why I don't trust you retards. Yeah. Be me. Dumbass working as contractor on aircraft in Condolan Valley for a few months in early tens for more money than I could earn in a few years in stable places. Stuck with USAF active duty the whole time. We get IDF'd because Afghanistan. Nobody is doing nothing. Some things blow up in sky. Every security unit reports no return of fire and even can return their entire issued ammo. Some dumb intel thought airman was scared. Gave me her rifle, which I popped off because there was nothing they could really say. 96 rounds just shot at random flashes on mountain. Later reports of kid killed with random 5.56 round. TFW I was a kilo away and killed some random Sandner kid that probably had nothing to do with those rockets. TFW it was never looked into. TFW I made $180K plus tax-deferred travel expenses to fix overpriced civilian aircraft and killed some kid I never seen. Post your LGS stories, whether they be funny or stupid. Be me. In a rural king. Picking up a 1022 that I had ordered online. Dozens of people there, background check taking a long time. Dude fed posting really loudly about killing politicians in DC and hanging their corpses up and down Pennsylvania Avenue, references the movie Olympus Has Fallen multiple times. A few minutes pass. Coal burner looking white chick with short hair comes up to the counter. Attempting to straw purchase 9 Turkshit shotguns for her boyfriend and his gang probably. More boomers show up, begin talking loudly about the gun tuber who recently blew up his .50 BMG. Hey, I tell you what, them .50 BMG hand loads he were using were pretty hot, but ain't nothing compared to my hand loads. Background check finally comes in. Grab my gun and leave as quickly as possible. Be me, the caliber fag. Out in the woods shooting at old appliances and piles of trash. Finger starts to squeeze. Thrown to the ground with a deafening bang. Ian McCollum is standing over me. He tackled me out of nowhere an instant before my poorly maintained gun exploded, shielding me with his body. Thank you so much, Mr. Weapons. Fortunately I'm completely naked and have no pockets for spaghetti to fall out of. He looks down at me and frowns. You're welcome, I guess. He disappears, leaving nothing behind except an Albanian flag patch. I have nowhere to put it because I'm naked. I posted this before once, but I should probably post it in this thread since it's an SKS thread. Be me, have SKS. Neglect the fuck out of it and never clean it. Inertia-driven firing pin apparently gets jammed forward by dirt buildup. In basement one day. Load stripper clip and rack the gun. Slam fire entire 10-round magazine full auto into wall. Either make sure you keep these things clean or get the upgraded firing pin system with a spring. I've only had a single negligent discharge. Be me, 8 years/0 at the time. In backyard shooting range. Pick up shitty .38 revolver, pull hammer back, aim at target. Realize I didn't put ear pro in my left ear. Try to thumb hammer down. American spring is too strong for little baby hands. Hit close to bullseye. Thus began the tinnitus ring for me. Be me. Broke into old insane asylum for lulz. Hear footsteps on floor above me. They stop about 3 seconds after I do each time. Clear the entire building. I was alone the whole time. Too spooky for me, went back and did it again a month later but heard doors opening and closing too. Buys shit optic. Fails on first shot. Oh well. Finally not poor so I don't have to buy garbage. Be me. Oh look, it's this thread again. Op, please kill yourself and submit final expenses on Monday. Be me. Be in Normandy. Dig up some dirt for gardening purposes. Find an entire 7.92mm German ammo band. Neat Disu.